I do think it's incumbent on our internal brand management teams to take more of a role in that participation and bringing that brand to life. You know, one of the biggest things is you'll hear inside of organizations, you'll hear this. I can't focus on the creative because I'm too focused on driving the business, right? I'm focused on running the business. I don't want to win awards, I just want to sell more product. I saw the most boring presentation I've ever seen in my life, and the guy told us specifically, this is going to be the most boring presentation you've ever seen in your life. And what he did was, he looked at brands, all the same categories, those that won awards and those that didn't win awards. And then he looked at their business performance. And those that won awards beat their competition hands down. But more interesting is those that won awards, the products actually had a greater price elasticity. People were willing to pay more money for that product because the communications made it culturally relevant, made it a brand I must have, all those things. And I think what we fail to realize is that communicating products, Apple, Beats, you name all the success stories that we look at, that brand communication and building that brand transforms the business even more than just getting the product on shelf or pack price and so I think that as we move towards the future, the brand management side of the house will participate a lot more in those creative decisions because those will be what unlocks and separates brands. I'm very fascinated by India specifically because where I think is amazing about India is that they are, I think, in a process where they're actually going to leapfrog where a lot of traditional markets or more established markets are at from a marketing perspective. So when you look at the startups that are being built in the mobile space specifically, they're cracking problems without a lot of previous or prior inhibitors, and they're creating entirely new industries and entirely new solutions that couldn't exist anywhere else. As that continues to grow, and we're seeing more Android phones being turned on in India than babies being born every single day, so we're seeing that growth happen. I think you're going to actually quickly see marketers leapfrog to leveraging the mobile and digital technology because it's going to be the new way and almost the only mass way to actually reach consumer in India.